Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be a look at how March 2021 is going to turn out for you. This is just going to be more of a detailed overview. So we're going to break it down in categories. We're going to first look at general things that you may be experiencing and things that you may be needing to know, energy wise, that may come up. Then we're going to look at money and career, then spiritual guidance, and then at the end, we are going to look at love. So if you specifically are here to look at love, I would skip ahead and go more towards the end of this video because just some people don't want to know about love. So I don't want to put them through that torture. So definitely skip ahead if that's what you're here to look at. But let's get into it. Capricorns, March 2021, what's the energy surrounding them generally? And if you want a personal, check out the description box. My website will be listed there. Also, if you would like to see more of my readings, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay, so we have stars. You can manifest your every wish. We have escapist. It says come home to yourself. And the last card that we have is red, and it says forgive. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this. So with the first card, stars, this card is putting an emphasis on you being able to literally manifest your every wish. And with you being able to manifest your every wish, you're able to manifest your every nightmare. Manifestation works both ways. Manifestation is very powerful based off of the things that you speak over yourself, the things that you think about yourself and your circumstance, and the story that you continue to tell. So this is making sure that when it comes to manifestations in the month of March, that you understand that you're very powerful. It's a matter of how well do you know your own power and the extent of your power and how far you can push your power to bring things into existence here, okay? Now, this card says it's time for you to take your goals and turn them into reality. Create that dream board, wish on those shooting stars, write in that daily manifestation journal, cast a small or large spell. The universe is waiting for you to give or waiting to give you, exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it first. Okay? And then the next one I want to discuss is the escapist card. Now, this is that Neptune energy. Neptune energy, you know, they like to say Pisces are like escapists and things of that nature. But beyond just, we're not talking about Pisces. With that Neptune energy, this is the energy of illusions. This is the energy of escaping reality and purposely avoiding dealing with things that are actually going on for the sake of like not dealing with it and not coming to terms with it. So during the month of March, make sure you guys are not subscribing to this escapism energy, which is like drinking, smoking, almost not dealing with your reality for the sake of it being too frightening. Okay, this card says everyone wants to escape their lives occasionally. Some of us like to binge watch shows. Some of us like to listen to music. Some of us like to read. And some of us like to leave it all behind and go on vacation. All of that is totally normal and healthy. But our lives can get extremely stressful. However, too much escapism can mean that you're not confronting a big problem, which isn't healthy for you. Face it head on and let the pieces fall wherever they may. Okay, so this is needing to make sure that you guys are finally dealing with the stuff that you may have been brushing off to the side in the month of March. Okay, and then the last one we're going to talk about from this set of cards, we have red, and it says forgive. And with this card, there's definitely a need for you guys to make sure you're not harboring on to things that people have done to you, harboring on to things that haven't worked out. This is understanding that in order for you to move forward, you have to forgive. Okay, this card says you've been holding on a grudge against somebody in your life. Maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's yourself. This isn't a card telling you that you must learn to practice forgiveness. No, forgive them on your own terms and if and when you feel ready to do so. This is simply a nudge for you to consider whether that time is the present. Don't let forgiveness feel like an obligation, but like a shiny red hope that gets you through sleepless late nights. And yeah, for a lot of you, this is going to help you finally be able to get some rest at night if you've been very anxious or upset with what somebody has done to you. Now, let's go ahead and look at career and finances for you guys. What's the energy surrounding career and finances for my Capricorns for March 2021? Career and finances for my Capricorns for March 2021. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords. We have the Temperance card in reverse and the Seven of Wands. And one more, we have the Three of Swords. Okay. So Capricorns, when it comes to career and finances, I see you guys coming out of this conflicted energy where you may have been like pushed and pulled in different directions in terms of what career direction you want to go in or what to do in terms of your career. There may have been a lot of things taking place, a lot of changes that you weren't prepared for necessarily, and it may have put you in a very conflicted position in terms of having to, shift the way you may have been living your life. But this is you guys coming out of that energy of being conflicted or even confused. Some of you may have an idea in terms of like a career choice or like a business that you may possibly want to pursue. But some of you could have this issue with having the patience to even be able to pursue this. This could be you having a fear of the length amount of time it may take for you to develop this business or for you to go ahead and get into this next career and be successful at it. So it's like almost looking at the obstacles before really even taking initiative. So in this month, not saying you guys are going to have disappointing stuff come out in terms of career. Again, you kind of make or break your own situation. How are you perceiving things? Are you making things harder for yourself? Is there something that you could do to make things easier for you to keep pushing? It may be like more personal issues that you have going on that may be projected in the work area. Like home stress or internal stress that may be making it hard for you to give your best to work. Now, when it comes to finances too, I see a little bit of I don't want to say a struggle, but I just see where financially things are just like, a little interesting. I see you guys trying to trying to brainstorm in terms of what you can do to better your finances. But I feel like your other areas in your life may be more of the focus, honestly. But let's go ahead and look at the spiritual guidance for you guys for this time frame. So what is the spiritual guidance for my Capricorns for March 2021? What is the spiritual guidance for my Capricorns? Okay. So the cards we have Warrior Woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? The Initiation, Rite of Passage, you're going somewhere sacred. And we also have Unbound. It says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So let's start here. So with the Warrior Woman card, this card is asking you, if you weren't afraid of the circumstances or the outcome of a situation, what would you do to make your circumstance better? What would you do to liberate yourself from this energy of being afraid? This is putting an emphasis on you guys in the month of March needing to step up and kind of take initiative. If you want things to be different, you're going to have to be the one to create that change. If you are looking for certain manifestations to take place, you're going to have to be the one behind it. Okay, and this is you guys being diligent in your action. This is also making sure as well that you guys are being brutally honest with self and the outside world, the people around you. There's also the initiation card here, and this is speaking to the rite of passage. So, for a lot of you, the reason why it's been a little stressful or energy's been like, well, dang, what's been going on? It's because a lot of you are going through the rite of passage in terms of your situation. You're going through a dark time, a dark cave for you to come out to prosperity, to come out to blessings, because a new perspective is gained when you go through the dark night of soul, or with transformation just in general. It's not a easy peasy, okay, everything's beautiful and I'm just so happy with all these endings happening around me. So it is a very hard process to go through. But with this energy, there's definitely going to be a need for you to understand that you're going through an initiation process to go to the next level in terms of your life. And then the next card that we do have Unbound, and this is speaking to soul patterns. Excuse these cards. These are some old cards, okay? I had this when I first started my channel. So releasing soul patterns, this is also contracts and past life karma. So this is a need for you guys to understand in the month of March, you're doing that. So it's not going to be the easiest process. It's not going to be the easiest process to release soul patterns. These are things that you've been doing that are ingrained into your soul. This is not an easy process, but be patient with yourself through it all. Now, I want to go ahead and look at your love life now. Capricorns, what's going on with their love life for March 2021? Capricorns for March 2021. Okay, so we have reconciliation, new love, heart-to-heart conversations. This could be the one and give your relationship a chance. So with these cards, for my singles, I see you possibly reconciling with an ex or at least speaking to them. For others of you, it may not be that you're necessarily reconciling with them, but either this person's thinking about trying to get back in contact with you, or you may be thinking about getting back in contact with them. This may occasionally cross your mind. Some of you, you're kind of fighting between new love and then reconciling with the past love. You could be having some interesting conversations in the month of March with a love interest or even a couple of different people that you may have had a thing for, and you could be possibly trying to settle down with someone. But close to the end of the month of March, my singles, I see you guys giving a certain relationship a chance, whether this is a new person or a past person. This is you giving someone a chance, or at least trying to. For my people who are in a relationship currently, somebody's ex may be trying to show up out of the blue. And this may give you something to think about because you may be, dating someone newer, and then this person comes back. So there's going to be some interesting conversations with that. And you could possibly feel like either your ex or the new person that you're dating is the one for you. And I see you trying to also make that connection work in a sense. Okay. But nonetheless, if there is any sort of relationship that is in shambles in the month of March, closer to the end of the month is where things start to get better in terms of you guys trying to work things out. So I'm going to stop right here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you thumbs this video up and subscribe. Check out the description box if you need a personal. And I will see each and every one of you in the next one. Bye, Capricorns.